Cam is a 2018 American psychological horror film that is directed by Daniel Goldhaber. It is also written by Isa Mazai. This story is actually partially drawn from Isa's own experience working as a cam girl, believe it or not. Alice Ankerman works as a cam girl on a website called Free Girls Live, broadcasting sexually promiscuous live shows on a studio she has set up in her own home under the name Lolo Lola. She is obsessed with the rank on the website, hoping to be number one, until a mysterious woman who looks like her takes over her own channel and steals her identity. From a fresh story and from a hellish experience, I'm going to have to say this movie has really won me over when it comes to the director, the producer, the acting, and for most of all, just the execution. I thought this movie was phenomenal, not just by the premise and by the way how everything gets executed, but just the pacing. I mean, soon as the movie starts, we get introduced by the cam girl, which is Alice, Lola, the cam girl that I mentioned, that is played by Madeline Brewer. No one could have done what she did. There are actresses today that would try to pull their weight to try to do, like, not just body exposure, but just do as much as they can, act as much as they can, and perform in an iconic role just to not win fans over, but just to prove to the media and to prove to audiences in general how well they can perform, how well they can act. And Madeline, I'm gonna have to say, you have done a great job. You have won me over, and I'm looking forward to seeing how much more you can pull out when it comes to your performance and your well-known activity of you being a well-known actress at this point. This movie doesn't drag. This movie does not drag at all. As soon as the movie starts, she's a cam girl. She goes out posing. She goes out doing videos, which is pretty exotic, pretty intense, pretty sexy. You know what I'm saying? Just undressing herself and just finding different ways and different creativities and not just get one fan to just want to see her get naked, but she finds ways to get people to watch her channel if they're into fetishes, if they're into kind of disgusting things as well. She would do whatever it takes for her to be number one. And her performance, again, well warranted. So when we get pulled in by her acting and by her trying to be number one on the cam website, that's when hell breaks loose. Her account gets stolen. And as if that's not bad enough, when she tries to get back online using another account that she has made for backup, she realizes that not only that somebody has taken her account, but they are actually posing as her. It's her. It's her that she's seeing on the website, doing different things, doing doing all types of crazy things to get more views. So I wanted to see how things was going to play out. I wanted to see how things was going to get executed, how this was going to get played out, and not only that, but just how they was going to explain this. Like, how is somebody that has her own body, has her own face, doing this, and how they even get her account and how they even get her password and all this other stuff? I wanted to see how all this was going to get warranted. But with psychological horrors, psychological thrillers, they do good when it comes to their pacing. They do good with their story, their cinematography. They do good with the beginning and the middle. Most of the times they don't do good in the middle. But with Cam, they did good from start to the middle, but to the end, that's when it lost me. It just, everything was explained in the most stupid and the most, it could have been done better. It pulled me in, but it just sucked me out. This is what Cam is. Cam is like a rocket ship. You fly up to the moon. You're enjoying the thrill. You're enjoying the ride. You're enjoying the scenery. And then the ending of the film is when you crash land. That's essentially what the end of Cam is. Now, we do have elements of the film that tries its best to hold us over and try to win us over, like surprise guests. A guest that I did not know that was in this film that really, like, pulled me in to the point where I thought this guest could save the movie. I thought when I seen this guest, as soon as this guest showed up, I was like, wait, this movie just gotten a hell of a lot better. Take a look. Okay, so like this is like very crazy as hell. So like what's next now? Like what is new? What's gonna happen to her? Like this is crazy as fuck. So much shit's going on. Had to take a little break. I'm gonna be Instagramming this shit. Wait, who was that? No. No, are we doing this? No, is that what? Are you serious? She's in this movie. Are you fucking Samantha? What? Whoa! Oh my God! Is this can't be real? This no. That is her. Oh my God! This just made things hell of a lot interesting. This. A plus, another one, nigga, another one. Oh my sweet buttery chocolate Christ. Who the fuck is this? Get the fuck up out of here. Samantha Robinson. Now, long story short, for those who don't know who Samantha Robinson is to me, Samantha Robinson, she is one of the best underground kind of mainstream actresses we know, but we just don't really see that much because she is not just trying to be careful with her performances, but she knows how to play her parts and when it comes to her movies. She knows what movie she needs to be in that's going to match her acting fatigue. And with her, here's the thing. I'm a huge fan of Samantha Robinson, as you can see. If you haven't seen my Love Witch review, which shame on you. If you're on my channel, and if you subscribe to my channel, and you haven't seen one of my first reviews that I've given the highest score to, which is The Love Witch, one of my favorite films of all time that she has performed in and deserves an Oscar. Giving it a high score to, the highest score possible, because I'm stingy with my scores. That was the day when I married her. My wife was on this film. My wife was on cam. When I seen her, I instantly just teared up and just was like, you know what, this is perfect. She is a very well-deserved character that needs to be on this film. She is witty. She is bossy. She is sexy. There's everything about this movie is her, but just a person. Now, she shows up, of course, because apparently when our main character Lola gets mad because when she reaches the subs that she wants, all of a sudden her views goes down slowly but then rapidly. But then when she finds out that it goes down, it's because Samantha Robinson has taken her views because people saw her getting undressed. People saw her on the blog and they saw her showing off everything, and they just jumped into her channel and ended up subscribing to her. And then Lola, you have the audacity to get mad about that? I mean, come on. You can't compete with Samantha Robinson. If you and Samantha Robinson did a comparison, it'll be a waste of her time. It'll be a waste of her potential. As soon as Samantha Robinson showed up, it was her movie. I was hoping Samantha Robinson would save the film. Like I said, the film was great, but the ending kind of took me away from the whole ideal of the film and what it was supposed to be. Now, for people who watch this film, and I guess it was supposed to be based on Izza's experience as a cam girl, but here's the thing. If this is based on a true story, have some little elements of fiction. There are movies that is based on a true story and they add some fiction to the film just so they can have viewers entertained. You could have done that. You should have seen the ending yourself, Izza, and you should have been like, you know what, I don't think fans are gonna like the way how this plays out. I feel like if you should have had the culprit be somebody more creative, or hell, have Samantha Robinson be the enemy, but that would have been cliche. If she stayed, because I keep saying she's a guest, she's not a side character. The reason why I'm saying she's not a side character, because side characters be in the film from start to finish, but they don't show themselves much. They just play a part, and we just know them in a memorable state. The reason why I'm saying she's a guest because she only had 5 minutes of screen time of the film. After that, she disappeared, and she drifted off somewhere. But if she ended up being the enemy, if she ended up being the main cause of her account being stolen, I could have bought that in. It would have been cliche, but I would have bought it in because Samantha Robinson, it's just something about her character that just pulls you into liking her so much, and you just be like, well, you know what? If you don't like her, that's fine. That's more woman for me to handle. But the movie is not about her. Let me stop talking about her character. But look, focus. The credit teacher's back. I'm no longer in a trance. Okay. Overall, the movie was good. The movie, the pacing, the dialogue, the cinematography, the execution is good. What's not successful is the ending. The ending needs work. The ending needs improvements. The ending needs to get fixed. But by it being out in its state right now, I'm going to have to give it the rating that I think that is acceptable. I'm going to have to give Cam a C. Pretty low in my opinion. But at the same time, I feel like with movies like this, that is horror, psychological horror, thriller, whatever, you name it, you call it, I'm reviewing it. I feel like these movies suffer a lot when it comes to having a good creativity driven into the plot elements of the film, and then all of a sudden it drifts apart when it comes to how things are going to play out in the ending. Cam, this movie is good, but it suffers that aspect. And I feel like with these movies, with these cliche endings, with these movies where it falls flat with the ending and the execution, it needs to get fixed. This is 2021, and we're still suffering this aspect. Get your shit together. And I'm not mad because you didn't put Samantha Robinson in the film as long as I wanted. It's not that. I'm not hating on the film because of that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Okay? I'm not. When is that damn bell gonna ring? When is that bell gonna ring? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It is just a lot of these horror films suffer this. A lot of these psychological films suffer from this. With Madeline's character, Lola, she bought me in. She bought me in through the whole film. Samantha Robinson was just a female who was eye candy to the film. I'm sorry to say it, Samantha, but that's what it felt like. It felt like you was just there to be more sex candy towards a movie. I don't mind that because with a movie that is supposed to be sexy, you was perfect in the film. I'm not going to take that back. My only problem is that I felt like if they would have used your character in a more creative tone, as I mentioned, having you play the bad guy instead of us giving this type of ending, I felt like this would be a movie that everybody will be talking about. Now you would show up. Now the bell gonna freaking ring. This was a tough review. This was a tough one, honestly, because I didn't know how to rate it. I didn't know but I had to watch it again just so I can get my brain refreshed. But yeah, that's it. Like always, guys, please stay tuned for more material and more views. I am really falling apart. Please stay tuned for more of my videos and reviews coming up your way. This is Hugo, your critic teacher. You guys have a damn good day.